doing tonight? Looks like we're having a pretty good time. I'm real impressed with this great big crowd. Well, I was standing here one night. There was two people in the audience. One was my daughter, and the other one was Ty. He didn't have any place else to go. He had to close up the show. I hate to admit this, but you know, when you look like this, getting lucky means you find a close place to park when you go to Kmart to go shopping. It's really discouraging. What can I say? My name is Linda Shively, and I'm from a small town on the east side of Indianapolis. It's called Fortville. Think you've heard of Fortville? Lawrence. Yeah, well, that's bigger. Much bigger. Anything is bigger than Fortville. We have the enter and exit on the same sign. You know what our fire department consists of? An old man with a bicycle and a bucket. That's not funny. We have one stoplight in Fortville, and our cop just sits at it all day and just watches from one end of town to the other. If they do something bad at that end, it's okay. He'll get them when they go by. Yeah, our high school's real big. And you've heard of a one-horse town? We're a one-tube town. One tube of Clearasil will do the whole high school. That's not funny. Then, I'm the mother of two daughters. Anybody want them? Their house broken, got their shot. God, I just can't give those things away. Oh no, with two girls you get all the boys you want. Sometimes I try to fix my car. It cost me $300 or $400 to get it repaired after they've been working on it. God, I love kids. When they were little, I took them to the bank. They were probably 8 or 10 years old. And we lived in Charleston, South Carolina, and it was summer and it was hot. And I had wrestled with those girls all through the day.
Don't let the smile on my face deceive you. I am having one hell of a day. I went to get my driver's license renewed. I could not believe that picture they took of me. Made me look fat and bald. Now, if you're expecting fat jokes, forget it. My body is a temple, and this is what happens when you sacrifice too many virgins. Oh, who am I kidding? I know I'm not Tom Selleck. I realized that when I went to the veterinary clinic and they made meat get on the table. If my dog hadn't barked, I'd be a soprano right now. I got home this afternoon, I found out my wife had used my electric razor to cut linoleum. You gotta see what she shaves with. Her legs look great, but our Ginsu knife won't cut butter. And to make matters worse, I found out my sex life came to a screeching halt today. They disconnected my telephone. And Brinks won't deliver a truckload of quarters to a payphone. Now I tell you, your sex life is rotten when you're in the mood and even your hand is asleep. Oh well, I don't need it now anyway. Hey, you're laughing. Last time I got laid, Jurassic Park was a fiction. My wife's no help. Sometimes I think the only way I can get her in the mood for sex is to give her an aphrodisiac. A sleeping pill. Oh, why bother? I wouldn't notice the difference anyway. I'm even beginning to fantasize about my vacuum cleaner. And that beater bar scares the hell out of me. Now really, our sex life isn't that bad. Of course, my wife only wants to do it doggy style. Yeah, I sit up and beg, and she rolls over and plays dead. Hey, thank you very much, folks. That's my time. Great audience. My name is John Longwell.
This is John Longwell, very funny. The next act this evening has emceed the show before. Probably has done a much better job. Mr. Jeff Mendenhall.
I have to be honest with you while I'm up here. I am nervous. A good friend of mine told me a little technique to get over stage fright. He said to imagine the entire audience is naked. You ever heard that? Yeah. Well, that's cool, but I have no imagination, so I'm going to have to ask y'all to take your clothes off. And I guess an orgy's out of the question. Before this, I used to be a male stripper. Because that job taught me how easy it is for me to make people laugh. I had to quit, though, because I was getting too big of a bulge. I thought that was good until I realized they were talking about my stomach. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm in a great mood. I just bought me a house. It's so cool to be out on my own. I did something I always wanted to do. I put a mirror in over my bed. Now if I can just do the other thing I've always wanted to do, have sex. Anyway, the house has a great view. The two teenage daughters next door like to sunbathe in the nude. Yeah. I was outside working in the yard yesterday. Just happened to be glancing over behind a bush. They said, take a picture, it'll last longer. Throwing out, what, about $1,000 worth of camera equipment? I thought my parents would miss me after I moved out of the house, but they didn't. Because when I went to visit, I seen the barbed wire and the 4 attack dogs, and my father saying, "Get him, boys!" His phone bill wouldn't have nothing to do with it, would it, Dad? I think my father was disappointed in me as a child. Because, well, he told me. He used to give me this lecture. He used to say, "What's wrong with you? When I was your age, I wanted to play with boys." And he'd hobble off in his high heels. He tried to teach me how to swim when I was a kid. This is a beauty. Takes me out on a boat, ties a fish line around my scrotum and a slip knot, throws me in the water. Says, "Swim, your mother's got that daughter she always wanted." Then he started the engine. Okay? Yeah, I wanted a dog when I was a kid. So what's my father do? He gets me a full-grown Rottweiler. Can't think of a better dog for a 7-year-old child. Want to fight? Let's go play fetch. We don't need no stick. We'll use my femur. My mother wasn't any better. She made me take dance lessons as a child. Dance lessons. I ain't the worst of it. She made me wear my tutu in my junior prom. My senior prom was better, though. I got to wear a tuxedo and I had a date. That date. All night everybody called us Laurel and Hardy. They wouldn't if she had shaved her mustache like I asked her to. I don't know what it is with parents. You know, parents all say the same thing when they're young. When I have kids, I want to be cool, hip, open-minded. Yeah, then middle age sets in. Midlife crisis, you turn bitter. Next thing you know, you're sending your sons to school in a dress. Not that that ever happened to me. Well, my time is up, literally. So, hello. You must like me. Thank you very much. All right.
Hey, I didn't like that. Are you ready? I'm supposed to be asleep by the evening. Hey, Mr. Art Hill. Woo! How you doing? How's everybody doing tonight? Great. How you doing? Great. How you doing? How you doing over there? Great. All right, now. I think Ty Wilson forgot to tell you guys something. He's been in comedy for years and years and years. I mean, I think he probably taught George Burns everything that he knows. He didn't hear me. But anyway, Ty's getting ready to embark on a new North American tour. In fact, let's give him a big hand for that. He's getting ready to open up that Denny's restaurant tour. Just ran into a little snag on that booking problem. Well, I tell you what. Does everybody feel like having fun tonight? Yeah. Can't hear you. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I feel goofier than hell tonight, you know? Last time I felt goofy like this, we all ended up in jail. Okay, I tell you what, I'm going to bring up our first act. He's all the way from Wabash, Indiana, so give it up for Mackey McKinley.
How y'all doing tonight? All right. It's great to be here. I have to be honest with you all. I'm new at this comedy thing, so I'm kind of nervous. I haven't learned how to deal with that yet. Fred gave me a tip. He said, imagine the entire audience is naked. You won't be nervous. Well, I have no imagination, so I'm going to have to ask you all to take your clothes off. Well, now that I got you warmed up. Tell you a little about myself. Before this, I used to work as a male stripper. I did. It was that job that taught me I had a gift for making people laugh. Now I just make a living selling blood plasma to the colleges. They pay like $12 for a pint. Last week I made about $370. I've been fainting for some reason. I don't know why. But I'm in a great mood. I just bought me a house. It's so cool to be out on your own. Any homeowners here tonight? That's nice. Anyway, it's great being out on my own. I did something I always wanted to do. I put a mirror in over my bed. Now if I can just do the other thing I've always wanted to do, have sex. One thing I've had a problem with the mirror over my bed is the drawers keep sliding out and hitting me in the head. The house has a great view, though. The two girls next door like to sunbathe in the nude. Yeah, I was out working in the yard the other day. They just happened to catch me glancing over at them from behind the bush. He said, take a picture to last longer. So I went out and bought about $1,000 worth of camera equipment. Hey, the blonde didn't mind posing, but the brunette got kind of upset when I set the tripod up in her flower bed. I thought my parents would miss me after me. Don't take that wrong. I'm not like a pervert or a peeping Tom. You know, I mean, yeah, I had trouble meeting women, but I don't know why. I'm not a bad-looking guy. My friends say I'm too desperate. I mean, yeah, I'm too desperate. Yeah, I drool, but it has nothing to do with women. I did have a girl living with me for a while. She told me she wanted to have one of these open relationships. Y'all know what an open relationship is? Open relationship? That's where we're like, okay, never mind. I said sure, because I figured, hey, it'd work out for me too, So I was coming home for like 2 weeks, and there's like 5 or 6 guys in my house every night. Well, I got upset. I said, listen, honey, I said open relationship, not open house. I thought my parents would miss me after I moved out of the house. Until I went back to visit them, then I seen the barbed wire, 4 attack dogs, Marine security guards, surveillance cameras. Oh, my father with a shotgun going, get him, boys! I think my father was disappointed in me as a child because, well, he told me. He used to give me this lecture. He used to say, what's wrong with you? When I was your age, I wanted to play with boys. Then he'd hobble off in his high heels. I tell you, he tried to teach me how to swim when I was a kid. Took me out on a boat, tied a fish line and slip knot around my scrotum, threw me in the water. Said, swim or your mother's doing that daughter she always wanted. Then he started the engine. I wanted a dog when I was a child. What's he do? He gets me a pit bull. Can't think of a better dog for a 7-year-old child. Go on, play. Let's go play fetch. We don't need no stick. We'll use my femur. My dad, he was a character. He used to like to fart in church during the sermon. Wouldn't have been so bad had he not been the preacher. My mother was a character too, She made me take dance lessons as a child. Dance lessons. Make it worse though, she made me wear my tutu to my junior prom. Like one stag wasn't embarrassing enough. Senior prom was better though. I got a tuxedo and I had a date. Fat date. She was so fat all night everyone called us Laurel and Hardy. They wouldn't if she had shaved her mustache like I asked her to. Somebody leave. I know what it is with parents. I can't imagine myself as a parent. Congratulations, Mr. McKinley, you're the father of a bouncing baby boy. Bouncing? Well, I guess it explains what happened to the rubber. Parents are all the same. They say the same thing. When When I grow up, I want to be cool, hip, open-minded. Yeah. Yeah, middle age sets in, midlife crisis hits. Next thing you know, you're sending your sons to school in a dress. Not that that ever happened to me. Thank you. I'm glad I could jerk a few laughs out of you tonight. Thank you.
Hey, let's hear it for Mackey. All the way from Wabash. He's getting ready to embark on his North American comedy tour after 20-some years, so give him a big hand. That's right, he's getting ready to embark on that Denny's restaurant tour. Okay, pretty good. Anyway, let me tell you guys this. For all the comics in the audience, which is a few, for the few comics that's in the audience tonight, this is a Comics Wanted for the Great Midwest Comedy Competition, November 5th, 6th, and 7th. The first prize is 3 club appearances as a feature act, and I guess those are local clubs, I don't know. Second prize is 3 club appearances as MC opener, and the third prize is 3 club appearances as an MC opener also. If any comics out there is interested in this, please see Larry Darnell after the show. Anything else on that, Larry?
That's good for now.
Okay.
Can we get out on that Denny's
Do what?
Get out on the Denny's tour.
Oh, get on the Denny's tour. Yes, you can get on the Denny's tour for that. Anyway, as Ty said, I'm Art Hill. I'm from Indianapolis here, and I'm a comic also. Tell you a little something about myself. I am half Irish and half German, so therefore, if I get drunk, I try to take over the bar every night. Thank you. Yeah. I just recently started a liquid diet. Tastes like hell, but I tell you what, it isn't too bad with a bag of chips and a big old hoagie. Tried diet pills one time. Hell, they just made me eat faster. You know, I'm probably the only guy you know that's been barred from the all-you-can-eat buffet. 3 days later, the manager came out and said, "Hey, buddy, all you can eat? It's just a figure of speech." Yeah, anyway. Oh, I was on Jenny Craig for a while. Just quit breathing. I like it, though. Anyway, I just recently started a new exercise program. I'm into cross training. It's pretty fun. It's a real bitch trying to mount that bike with a dress on. Exercising's confusing. Exercising's confusing. Guy's got a furball caught his throat back there. Anyway, exercising's confusing. Pardon? What'd you say? You're a woman. Oh, okay. Must have that transvestite convention going on in town today. Anyway, exercising is confusing to me, so I went out and hired a personal trainer. Hell, now he works out for me. It works out great because now on Monday nights I can come down here and make an ass out of myself. Oh, anyway, I'll tell you what, let's just get right on with the show. So this first comic that's going to come up here comes all the way from Wabash, Indiana. So let's give it up for Mackey and McKinley.
How y'all doing tonight?
Yeah.
You already have a few laughs? Sure. That takes all the pressure off my shoulders. Before I get started, I'd like to say one thing. I'm new at stand-up comedy. I haven't quite learned how to get over being nervous yet. I tell you, adult diapers are expensive.
Ooh.
A friend of mine gave me a little tip. He said, imagine the entire audience is naked and you won't be nervous. Sounds great, but unfortunately I have no imagination, so if y'all take your clothes off, I'll get started. Okay, much like my sex life, I'm on my own. I should have known, I'm 25 years old, I've yet to have a girl take her clothes off for me, like I'm having a whole audience. Okay. Anyway. I have a craving for Drano. Is that weird?
Where'd that come from?
I don't know, it just popped out of my head. Alright. Tell you a little bit about myself. I spent 4 years in the military. I know I don't look that old, do I? How old do you think I am?
14.
Close, I'm 25. I always looked younger than what I was. When I was 21, everybody thought I was 16. When I was 16, everybody thought I was 11. Hell, when I was 6, everybody thought I was a sperm. Thank you. Yeah, I spent 4 years in the military. I'm a Desert Storm vet. Thank you. They say now that the vets in Desert Storm may have come in contact with chemical and biological weapons. Guy, 2 dicks, but I tell you, for me, it just means I'm twice as horny. Got out of the military and now I'm I work as a male stripper. Punchline. Okay, actually, I'm kidding. I play offensive tackle for the Indianapolis Colts. Now you know why Jeff George didn't want to come back. But I just bought a house, so I'm excited about that. It's so great to be living on my own. I did something I recently wanted to do. I put a mirror in over my bed. I'm having a hard time, though, because the drawers keep sliding out and falling on me. I figure when I have sex, I'll just put the girl on top and we'll solve everything. I also have a remote control fireplace. It's great. Whenever friends call, I can just press pause and I don't miss a thing. It's nice you're surrounded. I hope we clean up the tables. I ain't doing the shit up here. But anyway, yeah, the house has a great view, too. The 2 teenage girls next door like to sunbathe in the nude. The other day I was out working in the yard, just happened to be glancing over at them from behind the bush. If they take a picture to last longer, so I went out and bought about $1,000 worth of camera equipment. Hey, the blonde didn't mind posing, but the brunette got kind of upset when I set the tripod up in her flower bed. Anyway, hey, it sounds like laughter. Anyway, where was I?
Flower bed.
Flower bed, yes, flower bed, okay. I thought my parents missed me when I moved out of the house until I went back to visit them, and, well, they moved. And I think my dad was disappointed in me as a child because, well, he told me. He used to give me this lecture. He'd say, "What's wrong with you? When I was your age, I wanted to play with boys." Then he'd hobble off in his high heels. My father, he's always pushing me as a child, you know. Like he wanted to teach me how to ride a bike when I was 6 years old, you know, and he wouldn't let me use training wheels. I mean, I don't know, did they make training wheels for Harley Davidsons? I don't know. He tried to teach me how to swim as a child. He took me out on a boat. He tied a fish line and slip knot around my scrotum, threw me in the water. Yeah, I said, "Swim or your mother's got that daughter she always wanted." Then he started the engine. Wanted a dog when I was a child, so my father gets me a pit bull. Gee, I can't think of a better dog for a 7-year-old child. Well, let's fight. Let's go play fetch. We don't need no stick. We'll use my femur. Thank you. My mother was a character. She made me take dance lessons as a child. Dance lessons. I ain't the worst of it. She made me wear my tutu to my junior prom. Like going stag wasn't embarrassing enough. And she always wanted me to, she always told me, "I wish you'd find a girl next door type girl, you know." So I started hitting on my neighbor's wife. Oh boy. So, anyway, now where was I? Neighbor's wife, okay. Yeah, God, I lost my place. Neighbor's wife. I was hitting on my neighbor's wife. Yeah, well, I forgot my material, so I think I'm done for the night. Thank you. Oh, let's give it up for Preston. Good evening. Thank you. It's great work. Well, you really should read directions before you take anything like that. 1 Vibrant equals 4 cups of coffee. I read the directions on these Vibrants, and they say, take 1 Vibrant every 2 hours. If drowsiness persists, call a physician. I'm sorry, but if you've been awake for 78 hours and you've got to call a doctor to figure out why you're tired, you just redefined the word stupid. So, where's one go to meet women in this town? I've been away for a while, and my last relationship really hurt and left a bad taste in my mouth. Did I mention I was in prison? That's not important. My mother's been after me to find a nice woman, you know, the girl next door type. So I started hitting on my neighbor's wife. Last night we had kind of a threesome. She told her husband and he started hitting on me. My girlfriend's great though. She's pretty, she's intelligent, serves my every need, she's great in bed. Wait a second, that's my best friend's girl. My girlfriend, that's right, dumb, lazy, lays there like a corpse. That's my girl. I remember the first time I had sex with her, you know. She's one of those type of girls, first time you have sex with them, they think you owe them everything, owe them something. Well, of course she's a prostitute. Thank you. Well, that joke went better when I told her for my dog this morning. But okay. Hell with it. I forgot my line, all right? Oh yeah. My girlfriend has a lot of sexual problems. My girlfriend has a lot of sexual problems. I never thought much about it though until I overheard the guys at work talking about her in the showers. So we all chipped in and sent her one of those sexual therapists. Come to find out she has a deep-seated fear of small things. I always wonder why she screams so much before sex. Thank you. I asked her, I said, honey, have you ever faked an orgasm? She says, only twice. I said, are you sure? She goes, babe, would I ever mislead you? She's been having these reoccurring nightmares that she's on a date with Ted Bundy. Hey, well, actually, it could be worse. She could be on a date with Ted Kennedy. Thank you, Tom. I never have nightmares because, well, my subconscious can't conjure up anything bad enough to scare me. You see, I still live with my parents. I'm glad you're all laughing. I've always wanted to be a stand-up comic because, well, I can't sing. And I like women. I have to say, comedy groupies are a lot better than rock star groupies. Something about a girl wearing black spandex and a grouchy disguise that really turns me on. My father don't like the idea of being a stand-up comic. He'd rather me get a more traditional job. One boss, that way I only have to kiss one ass instead of a whole audience. My father has no sense of humor whatsoever. I bought an I'm on drugs vanity plate for his car. I put it on, of course he didn't know about it. Now he's all pissed off because the cops stopped him. God, the way he acts, you'd think getting strip searched was the end of the world. Okay, well anyway, I think my father was disappointed in me as a child because, well, he told me. He was mean to me too. There was times as a kid when I cried myself to sleep at night. To this day, I still don't like putting mouse traps in my bed. My mother wasn't any better. She used to feed me kibbles and bits and tell me it was trail mix. Well, I'm done. Oh, Art! You all been an audience.
Okay, give it up for Mackey, McKinley. Woo. All right, there you are. Let me see. Who's next? Anyway, Mackey's getting ready to go. From Wabash, Indiana, let's hear a warm welcome for Mackey McKinley. Good evening. Let you all know if I see kind of wired up here, it's because I just popped 8 Vibrant. I take Vibrant because I'm just getting into show business and I realize you have to start somewhere. When I reach the big time, then I'll do the good stuff. You ever read the directions on a Vibrant bottle? It says take 1 Vibrant every 2 hours. If drowsiness persists, call a physician. I'm sorry, but if you've been awake 7 to 8 hours and you got to call a doctor to figure out why you're tired, you just redefined the word stupid. Anyway, as Art Hill said, my name is Mackey McKinley. As you can tell by my name, I'm Irish. Actually, my father's Irish, my mother's British. Hell of a combination, I know. But it works out pretty good, except for the occasional bomb threat from my father's side of the family. Most Irish are either predominantly Catholic or Protestant. Except me, I embraced Buddhism as a teenager.
My father wasn't too happy about it. That's why I took it when he threw gasoline on me and tried to set me on fire with a match. There's a big misconception about Irish people, too, being very bad drinkers, and I'm here to tell you it's just not true. We're very good at it. We're also very good at taking hostages and bombing hotels, so if y'all don't start laughing at my jokes, you ain't going to make it home tonight. It's better. Okay, I'm not a professional comedian. Actually, I'm not a professional anything. I live with my parents, which should be a full-time job in itself. I have no jokes about living with my parents because, well, it's just not funny. They drive me nuts. All they do is nag, nag, nag. If I wasn't only 26, I'd move the hell out. I used to have a job. I worked at McDonald's until I got fired. I thought I discovered the cure for acne. I dumped Clearasil in the deep fryers. Anybody here ever work at McDonald's? If you do, you know what I'm talking about, acne. I had a skin condition so bad I applied for disability. Those people at the welfare office had no compassion. I couldn't get ladies and teenagers to save my, well, while we're on that subject, where does one go to meet women in this town? I've been away for a while, and my last relationship really hurt and left a bad taste in my mouth. Oh, did I mention I was in prison? Well, it's not important. My mother's been after me to find a nice woman, you know, the girl next door type. Well, I started hitting on my neighbor's wife. Last night we kind of had a threesome. She told her husband, and he started hitting on me. But I do have a girlfriend, and she's pretty special. She's beautiful, she's intelligent, serves my every need, she's great in bed. Oh, wait a second, that's my best friend's girlfriend. Oh, it's coming back to me now. My girlfriend, dumb, lazy, lays there like a corpse. That's my girl. And she's one of those type of girls, the first time you have sex with her, she thinks you owe her something. She even went as far to have her pimp break my arm. I knew there was something special about her before I met her, because I used to overhear the guys at work talk about her in the showers every day. Hey, you got that nitroglycerin ready there for her? Yeah, she's upset because she says I'm not committed. Hey, if she wants me to wear a straight jacket, fine, whatever turns her on. Oh boy, I'm glad you're all having a good time. They say, well, I read in a magazine, it said that it takes a woman 10 seconds within meeting a man to decide whether she'll ever have sex with him or not. Hell, as horny as I am with a woman after 10 seconds, it don't really matter. My girlfriend's been having these recurring nightmares. She's on a date with Ted Bundy. Hell, it could be worse. She could be on a date with Ted Kennedy. I never have nightmares because, well, my subconscious can't come up with anything bad enough to shake me. You see, I still live with my parents. Always wanted to be a stand-up comic, though, for 2 reasons. One, once I get to big time, I can take more vacations than the president. And second of all, I love the sound of laughter. Well, except when I walk into showers at work. My family's not very supportive. My father don't like the idea of being a stand-up comic because he'd rather me get a more traditional job with one boss. That way I only have one ass to kiss instead of a whole audience. Guess I better start kissing up now. My father has no sense of humor at all either. I put a 911 drugs vanity plate on his car. Now he's all pissed off because he got pulled over by the cops. Yeah, the way he acted, you'd think a body cavity search was the end of the world. And my father. My mother wasn't any better. When I was a kid, she used to feed me kibbles and bits and tell me it was trail mix. Listen, you've all been a great audience, and I like you guys so much. As a matter of fact, I'm going to buy around drinks for everybody. Waitress, battery acid